by so fast. Voila. There we go. All right, beautiful people. We are already at the Thursday. Can you believe it? It is March the 5th, 2020, day 89. We are starting the book of 2 Samuel. We are in 2 Samuel 1, 2, and 3. What happened to the king? All right, y'all. So I'm about to get started here. Betwabu sister. Whew, boy. My mouth is so dry. All right, y'all. 2 Samuel chapter 1. Now it came to pass after the death of Saul, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Amalekites, and David had abode 2 days in Ziklag. It came even to pass on the third day that, behold, a man came out of the camp from Saul with his clothes rent and the earth upon his head. And so it was, when he came to David, that he fell to the earth and did obeisance. And David said unto him, From whence comest thou? And he said unto him, Out of the camp of Israel am I escaped. Oh, TT. So now, you know that 2-week prayer that I did yesterday? And you out there acting a fool? It could have been that stuff was on its way anyway. And my little 2-week prayer, was just coincidence. But he still stole something. Okay. Can you prove it? See, that's the thing. Now, if all them beds show up and nothing is missing, somebody gonna have to go apologize. So, I'm just saying. But that's kind of how the 2-week prayer worked. The mailman said he delivered my package to him. What exactly did he deliver? Now, the mailman, USPS, don't deliver beds. If it was the mailman and the stuff that was coming to the mail you received last night. Good morning, Auntie. What exactly did he deliver to him? Maybe it actually was a package that belonged to him. So, count up your stuff. If nothing's missing, except for them beds, you call and check on them beds. But, yeah. And you acting a whole fool out there. So, just think about the kind of apology you may have to give. Don't. I ain't being funny. He said he has it. And maybe he hasn't. Did the mailman know you that good to know that he gave your neighbor your package? And if he know you that good, he would not have given the neighbor your package. Especially not that neighbor. I'm just saying. I know because I had to do that a couple months ago out here on the tennis court. I act a whole fool out there with the kids. I did everything but curse out there, And come to find out, some said, you better go read that sign, girl. Walked over there, read the sign. I'm like, oh, shoot. Yeah, I acted a whole fool to that man and his wife, or maybe it was his daughter. I'm like, at least she was on the phone and saw me. Yeah. The thing is, is the postman absolutely sure that was your package with your name on it that he gave to your neighbor. I'm just saying. Matter of fact, your girls was here too. They all saw me acting a fool out there. Because I thought that they was trying to get over on the kids, so I was out there ready to fight. So, okay, I'm just saying, if you receive all your stuff and there ain't nothing missing, just know you got a big apology you need to give. And you might need to take him some chocolates because you know he likes food. So I'm just saying. All right, let me get back. Okay, verse 4, 2 Samuel chapter 1. And David said unto him, How went the matter, I pray thee, tell me. And he answered that the people are fled from the battle, and many of the people also are fallen dead. And Saul and Jonathan and his son are dead also. And David said unto the young man that told him, How knowest thou that Saul, you gonna bake him a cake? How knowest that Saul and Jonathan and his son be dead? And the young man that told him said, As I happened by chance upon Mount Gilboa, behold, Saul leaned upon his spear, and lo, the chariots and the horsemen followed hard after him. And when he looked behind him, he saw me, and called unto me, and I answered, Here am I. And he said unto me, Who art thou? And I answered, I am an Amalekite. And he said unto me again, Stand, I pray thee, upon me, and slay me, for anguish is come upon me, because my life is yet whole in me. So I stood upon him and slew him, because I was sure that he could not live after he was fallen. And I took the crown that was upon his head and the bracelet that was on his arm, and brought them hither unto my Lord. Then David took hold on his clothes and rent them, and likewise all men that were with him. And they mourned and wept and fasted until evening for Saul and Jonathan his son, and for the people of Yahuwah, and for the house of Israel, because they were fallen by the sword. And David said unto the young man that told him, Whence art thou? And he answered, I am the son of a stranger, an Amalekite. And David said unto him, How was thou not afraid to stretch forth thine hand to destroy Yahuwah's anointed? And David called one of the young men and said, Go near and fall upon him. And he smote him that he died. And David said unto him, Thy blood be upon thy head, for thy mouth has testified against thee, saying, I have slain Yahuwah's anointed. And David lamented with his lamentation over Saul and over Jonathan his son. Also he bade them teach the children of Judah to use the use of the bow. Behold, it is written in the book of Jasher. Let me read that again. Also he bade them teach the children of Judah the use of the bow. Behold, it is written in the book of Jasher. Meaning teach the children of Judah to use the bow and arrow. You know what? My son, Jeremiah, loves the bow and arrow. He actually took up archery in elementary school. He actually went to state finals because he was so good his first year. That boy, precision, I tell you. The beauty of Israel is slain upon thy high places. How art thou? How are the mighty fallen? Tell it not in Gath. Publish it not in the streets of Ashkelon, lest the daughters of the Philistine rejoice, lest the daughters of the uncircumcised triumph. Ye mountains of Gilboa, let there be no dew, neither let there be rain upon you, nor fields of offering. For there the shield of the mighty is vilely cast away, the shield of Saul, as though he had not been anointed with oil. From the blood of the slain, from the fat of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan turned not back, and the sword of Saul returned not empty. Saul and Jonathan were lovely and pleasant in their lives, and in their death they were not divided. They were swifter than eagles, they were stronger than lions. Yea, the daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you in scarlet, with other delights, who put on ornaments of gold upon your apparel. How are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle? O Jonathan, thou wast slain in thy high places. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women. How are the mighty fallen, and the weapons of war perished? 2 Samuel chapter 2. And it came to pass after this, that David inquired of Yahuwah, saying, Shall I go up into any of the cities of Judah? And Yahuwah said unto him, Go up. And David said, Whither shall I go up? And he said, Unto Hebron. So David went up thither, and his two wives also, Ahinoam the Jezreelitess, and Abigail, Nabal's wife, the Carmelite. And his men that were with him did David bring up, every man with his household, and they dwelt in the cities of Hebron. And then the men of Judah came, and there they lay laid, and there they anointed David king over the house of Judah. And they told David, saying that the men of Jabesh Gilead were they that the men of Jabesh Gilead were they that buried Saul. Betwabu, Trina, Betwabu, girl, hey. And David sent messengers unto the men of Jabesh Gilead, and said unto them, Blessed be ye of Yahuwah, that ye have showed this kindness unto your Lord, even unto Saul have they buried him. And now Yahuwah showed kindness and truth unto you, and I will also requite you this kindness, because ye have done this thing. Good morning, Sakinya. Hey, girl, hey. And therefore now let your hands be strengthened, and be ye valiant, for your master Saul is dead, and also the house of Judah have anointed me king over them. But Abner the son of Ner, captain of Saul's host, took Ishbosheth the son of Saul, and brought him over to Mahanaim, and made him king over Gilead, and over the Asherites, and over Jezreel, and over Ephraim, and over Benjamin, and over all of Israel. Ishbosheth, Saul's son, was 40 years old when he began to reign over Israel, and he reigned 2 years, but the house of Judah followed David. At the time that David was king over Hebron, the house of Judah, it was 7 years and 6 months. And Abner the son of Ner, and the servants of Ishbosheth the son of Saul, went out from Mahanaim to Gibeon. And Joab the son of Zeruiah, and the servants of David went out and met together by the pool of Gibeon. And they sat down, one on the one side of the pool, and the other on the other side of the pool. And Abner said to Joab, Let the young men now arise and play before us. And Joab said, Let them now arise. Then they arose and went over by number 12 of Benjamin, which pertained to Ishbosheth the son of Saul, and the 12 servants of David. And they caught every one his fellow by the head, and thrust his sword in his fellow's side. So they fell down together, wherefore that place was called Helkath Hazarim, which is in Gibeon. And there was a very sore battle that day, and Abner was beaten, and the men of Israel before the servants of David. And there were 3 sons of Zeruiah there, Joab, Abishai, and Asahel. And Asahel was as light of foot as a wild roe. And Asahel pursued after Abner, and going in, he turned not to the right hand nor to the left, following Abner. Then Abner looked behind him and said, Art thou Asahel? And he answered, I am. And Abner said to him, Turn thee aside to thy right hand or to thy left, and lay thee hold on one of the young men, and take thee his armor. But Asahel would not turn aside from following him. And Abner said again to Asahel, Turn thee aside from following me. Wherefore should I smite thee to the ground? How then should I hold up my face to Joab thy brother? Howbeit he refused to turn aside. Wherefore Abner, with the hinder end of his spear, smote him under the 5th rib, that the spear came out behind him, and he fell down there, and died in the same place. And it came to pass that as many came to the place where Asahel fell down, and died and stood still. And Joab also and Abishai pursued after Abner, and the sun went down when they were come to the hill of Ammah, that lieth before Giah, by the way of the wilderness of Gibeon. And the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together after Abner, and became one troop, and stood on the top of a hill. Then Abner called to Joab and said, Shall the sword devour forever? Knowest thou not that it will be bitterness in the latter end? How long shall it be then, ere thou bid the people return from following their brethren? And Joab said, As God liveth, unless thou hadst surely spoken, surely in the morning the people had gone up, every one from following his brother. So Joab blew a trumpet, and all the people stood still, and pursued after Israel no more, neither fought they any more. And Abner and his men walked all that night through the plain, and passed over Jordan, and went through all Bithron. And they came to Mahanaim, and Joab returned from following Abner. And when he had gathered all the people together, there lacked of David's servants 19 men in Asahel. But the servants of David had smitten Benjamin and of Abner's men, so that 360 men died. And they took up Asahel and buried him in the sepulchre of his father, which is in Bethlehem. And Joab and his men went all night, and they came to Hebron at the break of day. Last chapter for the day, y'all. 2 Samuel chapter 3. That's 39 verses, so I'll be done about 3-4 minutes. Now, there was a long war between... excuse me, water. I ain't got coronavirus, y'all. I know every time I see somebody cough now, I be like... Well, let me tell you. I was in Walmart. I'm going to make this real quick. I was in Walmart day before yesterday. Me and Bella buying her baby doll some clothes, right? So we standing in the checkout line. All the lines long in Walmart. They sold out of like hand sanitizer and stuff. I was like, yeah, I just make me some hand sanitizer. I use rubber alcohol, right? So I'm standing in the line. Yeah, I ain't prejudiced or nothing, right? But then this Chinese guy got behind me in the line, right? So he had some, he had some fruits and vegetables in his cart or whatever. Asian people, they like to cook. Okay, cool. So we standing in the line. And it was like two ladies in front of me. And it was him behind me. At first, I wasn't even paying. I didn't even take notice of him until I heard him coughing. He was doing a little cough. And, I'm like, okay, I heard that. Okay, it sounded like somebody clearing their throat. Then he kept on coughing. And I just turned around. I'm like, and I just kind of, I wanted to snatch my head around and be like, what is wrong with you? But I didn't. But I noticed he kept creeping closer. And I thought in my head, is this nigga trying to cough on me? Seriously. Excuse my language, but I'm like, that's what I thought in my head. I was like, and they got Bella with me? I said, I would drop kick this dude right here in the middle of Walmart if he come any closer to me. If he cough one more time behind me. I'm like, Father, okay, I'm just gonna change lines. But all the lines was long, and I got agitated just that quick because he started coughing behind me, right? So I'm like, I ain't worried about it. I'm black. I'm resisting to it anyway. I was like, but still, it's the whole point. He behind me coughing, and I didn't even he coughed again. And it was a little old white lady at the register and everything. So when he coughed again, I saw her. She like, and she started looking. She like, you could tell the look like, why is he in my line? And then, I know that's like stereotypical, but it wasn't funny then, but it's funny now. So let me tell you. And then he coughed again, and I boldly, and I purposely scrunched up my face, like, and I turned around, I'm like, I just stared at him, and he looked at me, and just like, looked away, and I'm like, this nigga is purposely trying to cough on us, and then I noticed he had got closer. I was this close to saying something to him, but the lady in front of me, she moved up a little bit, y'all. Yeah, people do some foolish stuff, and when I say people, I mean me, people, right? So when the lady in front of me had moved up, because it was her turn, I moved my cart up a little bit with Bella, and then I pushed Bella up as far as I possibly could, and I left a space, and I stuck my foot out all the way behind me so he couldn't come any closer. I probably looked foolish standing in the line with the basket all up. With the basket all up like this, and my foot stretched out behind me, and then I had to kind of play it off like I was stretching my leg and stuff. I don't know who this lady just registered on her up and finished checking out these people. I swear for Bob, I'm gonna turn around and karate kick this man right into the stuff. And so I'm standing there, I was like, lady, please hurry up. Please hurry up. I was like, get my baby out here. Got a Chinese man behind me coughing. So, hold on, y'all. And it looked like, I'm like, he probably about real agitated with me right now. I was like, look, I ain't got my gun on me today. I will shoot you dead in Walmart if you get any closer. Because I swear, y'all, let me tell you, before I did that, when I said I noticed he got closer, let me tell you what I did. I stepped over. Bella said she wanted a little doll baby, right? That was, how you checking out, you got the little stuff, you can get the M&Ms and stuff over there. And it had two little princess dolls and stuff. So when I went over there to get the little princess doll and came back, it was like right there. I just kind of stepped from behind the cart to reach down to get it. And I gave it to her. And this dude, like, my cart is right here. Right? Normally, a decent human being would keep some space if you stand in line. You don't be up all on nobody's heels and stuff. He had pushed his car all the way up close to where, like, I couldn't even squeeze between my car and his car. And that's what really pissed me off. I was going to turn around and shove his car. I'm like, nigga, don't you see me standing right here? Simon says, forgive me, y'all. I got real ignorant. But I was inwardly ignorant, but I was real ignorant. Only if you could hear the thoughts in my head, right? I didn't want to be in Walmart in the first place. So, but that's what really triggered me. Then he started the cough and stuff. So, I'm just telling you, boy, people get ignorant. And when I say people, I mean me, people. Girl, I know you would have said something, but my whole facial expression should have said enough. And then when I put my stuff on the counter, he looked like he was about to start putting it. I was like, and I'm pushing my stove, put my hand right there. Don't you put nothing on this counter till I'm done getting rung up. And so, but I don't know, it triggered something in. He got to know that he being stereotyped right now, because of what's going on. I mean, that's horrible. It really is. But, I got to look out for me and my family. We ain't bringing back no kind of diseases to my house. Shucks, I been in my family. You what? You better stay over there? No, absolutely not. I'll Lysol everything down. I'm getting them vitamin C. We'll wash your hands. No. You need to stay in there. You need to stay. So I don't play that. So I'm just saying. Girl, he probably did do it on purpose. I mean, maybe he didn't, but maybe he did. But to me, I think he was doing it on purpose. But, y'all, let me read this last chapter. Okay. And I said all that because I did like a little cough. And it just reminded me how ignorant I was the day before yesterday. All right. Last chapter for the day. 2 Samuel chapter 3. And there was a long war in between the house of Saul and the house of David. But David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker. And unto David were sons born in Hebron, and his firstborn was Ammon, and Ahinoam the Jezreelitess. We've been being triggered lately. Girl, we've been being triggered all the time. And his son, Chileab, of Abigail, the wife of Nabal, the Carmelite, and the third, Absalom, the son of Maacah, the daughter of Talmai, the king of Geshur, and the fourth, Adonijah, the son of Haggith, and the fifth, Shephatiah, the son of Abital. Excuse me. And the sixth, Ithram, by Eglah, David's wife. These were born to David in Hebron. And it came to pass, while there was war between the house of Saul and the house of David, that Abner made himself strong for the house of Saul. And Saul had a concubine whose name was Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah. And Ishbosheth said to Abner, Wherefore hast thou gone in unto my father's concubine? Then Abner was very wroth for the words of Ishbosheth, and said, Am I a dog's head which against Judah do show kindness this day unto the house of Saul thy father, to his brethren, and to his friends, and have not delivered thee into the hand of David, that thou chargest me today with a fault concerning this woman? So do God to Abner, and more so, except as Yahuwah has sworn to David, even so I do to him, to translate the kingdom from the house of Saul, and to set up the throne of David over Israel and over Judah, from Dan even to Beersheba. And he could not answer Abner a word again, because he feared him. And Abner sent messengers to David on his behalf, saying, Whose land? Saying also, Make a league with me, and behold, my hand shall be with thee to bring thee about all Israel unto thee. To bring about all Israel unto thee. And he said, Well, I will make a league with thee, but one thing I require of thee, that is, thou shalt not see my face, except thou first bring me Michal, Saul's daughter, when thou comest to see my face. And David sent messengers to Ishbosheth, Saul's son, saying, Deliver me my wife, Michal, which I espoused to me 400 foreskins of the Philistines. And Ishbosheth sent and took her from her husband, even from Phaltiel, the son of Laish. And her husband went with her along weeping behind her to Bahurim. Then said Abner to him, Go, return. And he returned. And Abner had communication with the elders of Israel, saying, Ye sought for David in times past to be king over you. Now then do it, for Yahuwah has spoken of David, saying, by the hand of my servant David, I will save my people Israel out of the land, out of the hand of all their enemies. And Abner also spake in the ears of Benjamin, and Abner went also to speak in the ears of David in Hebron, and all that seemed good to Israel, and all that seemed good to the whole house of Benjamin. So Abner came to David to Hebron, and 20 men with him, and David made Abner and the men that were with him a feast. And Abner said unto David, I will arise and go, and will gather all Israel unto unto my lord the king, that they may make a league with thee, and that thou mayest reign over all thine heart desire. And David sent Abner away, and he went in peace. And behold, the servants of David and Joab came from pursuing a troop, and bore in a great spoil with them. But Abner was not with David in Hebron, for he had sent him away, and he was gone in peace. When Joab and all the host that was with him were come, they told Joab, saying, Abner the son of Ner came to the king, and have sent him away, and he is gone in peace. I'm sorry, y'all. I was just thinking about the lady at the cash register, her face when the dude coughed. And then Joab came to the king and said, What hast thou done? Behold, Abner came unto thee. Why is it that thou hast sent him away, and he is quite gone? Thou knowest Abner the son of Ner, that he came to deceive thee, and to know thy going out and thy coming in, and to know all that thou doest. And when Joab was come out from David, he sent messengers after Abner, which brought him again from all the well of Sirah, but David knew it not. And when Abner was returned to Hebron, Joab took him aside in the gate to speak with him quietly, and smote him there under the 5th rib, that he died, for the blood of Asahel his brother. And afterward, when David heard it, he said, I and my kingdom are guiltless before Yahuwah forever from the blood of Abner the son of Ner. Let it rest on the head of Joab and all his father's house, and let there not fail from the house of Joab one that hath an issue, or that is a leper, or that leaneth on a staff, or that falleth on a sword, or that lacketh bread. So Joab and Abishai his brother slew Abner, because he had slain their brother Asahel at Gibeon in battle. And David said unto Joab and all the people that were with him, Rend your clothes, and gird you with sackcloth, and mourn before Abner. And King David himself followed the bier. And they buried Abner in Hebron, and the king lifted up his voice and wept at the grave of Abner, and all the people wept. And the king lamented over Abner, and said, Died Abner as a fool dieth? Then thy hands were not bound, nor thy feet put into fetters. As a man falleth before wicked men, so fellest thou. And all the people wept again over him. And when all the people came to cause David to eat meat, while it was yet day, David sware, saying, So do God do to me, and more also, if I taste bread or aught else, till the sun be down. And all the people took notice of it, and it pleased them, as whatsoever the king did please all the people. For all the people and all of Israel understood that day that it was not of the king to slay Abner the son of Ner. And the king said unto his servants, Know ye not that there is a prince and a great man fallen this day in Israel? I am this day weak, though anointed king, and these men, the sons of Zuriah, be too hard for me. Yahuwah shall reward the doer of evil according to his wickedness. And that, my beautiful people, is our reading for today. I'm sorry, I got this fan running, and my nose started running. All right, y'all, quick recap. It is Thursday, March the 5th, 2020, day 89. We just read 2 Samuel 1, 2, and 3. All right, y'all, with that being said, I have been up here long enough telling y'all about my shenanigans and stories and stuff. So let me go ahead and bless us so we can get about our day. May Yahuwah bless us and keep us. May Yahuwah make his face to shine upon us and be gracious unto us. May Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon us and give us his peace, his wholeness, his shalom, his salam. All that concerns us concerns him. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I will see you tomorrow bright and early. Peace.